Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I would love it if you like, comment, subscribe, all the things that grow the channels. But today, in today's video, I want to talk about other people, and I would like to just share some things that I have experienced over my life and some good things if you want to experience too. So if you are a Christian and you like comic books, you like all things nerdy and geeky, pop culture, movies, nerdy things, whatever, I would highly encourage you to check out Faith and Fandom, Hector, and that is a good combination of how we can take things from pop culture as Christians and apply them to our lives as believers in Jesus. If you're not a believer in Jesus, and it makes you curious, check it out for sure, because you never know, right? You just never know, right? This is crazy, but there are atheists that have become believers. There are believers that have become atheists. So it's kind of like, the line perhaps is a little thin in that sector. Perhaps we have a lot of things we agree on, but just some fundamental things we disagree on. Critical thinking, I think, is big for whether you're a Christian or an atheist. Use that mind God gave you, or use that mind that you have been given, or that you just have, right? I don't know how you want to describe it, but that was a little tangent nonetheless. Faith and Fandom, if you'd like, books or podcasts about all things geeky and Christian as well. So a mix of both. And he's not pushy, he's not judgy. Like, Hector is just a cool dude. I don't really know him personally. I just know him through his podcast mostly. I think I met him once, but didn't have a long interaction. I think I maybe just said hi, whatever. Or maybe did, I forget. But anyway, Hector, he's an awesome guy, so check him out. If you like Superman, there are two great podcasts I would like to direct you to. I'm a Superman fan, and one of them is The Geek of Steel. I think his podcast is called The Podcast of Steel, and yeah, he is, he says on his podcast he's a lover of all things geeky, but there will almost always be some Superman content included. So yeah, The Podcast of Steel. He's actually not in America, he's across the pond, but that's pretty awesome. Like, one thing I've come to know as a Superman fan is that Superman is a worldwide character, and it's kind of surprising to me the movie did better in the U.S. than it did overseas, because I feel like a lot of the people I follow are not, or some of the people I follow, I haven't actually tallied it up to be fair, are actually Superman fans from other countries, like Australia, England, I think Brazil. So it's really just pretty cool to see the influence Superman has in our culture, right? So Superman, Podcast of Steel, great podcast. I would highly encourage you to check it out. Another one, which, no offense to Luke, everybody has their own thing, but my favorite podcast is Digging for Kryptonite, the Superman fan journey. Now, this guy, I think he's a little bit younger than me, but as far as Superman fandom, he's like a sage. He's like a wise person when it comes to all things Superman. And I'm not saying you're always going to agree with him if you like the character of Superman, but you at least owe yourself to check out his podcasts. He just recently did a podcast about Chuck Austin and his Action Comics run, and apparently that must be pretty divisive among Superman fans, or generally considered not good. I have not personally read the run of comics. However, there was a guy he was talking to, interviewing, whatever, about the run that actually likes that run and really just shown its praises. So if you're a Superman fan, know anything about Chuck Austen comics, go check it out. Even if you don't, check it out. Like the guy digging for kryptonite, Anthony, he's just class stand-up dude. Like, I mean, if you want Superman knowledge, like, even if you don't care about Superman, but are just kind of curious, like, why am I so excited about this podcast, give him a listen. It's pretty cool. Also, if you like reptiles, this is completely not geekiness at all, but if you like reptiles, check out Paul's Cool Scales, and all things reptile-y. I should probably have links to all these things, but just check it out. Paul's Cool Scales. I'm sure you'll find it. This guy is very knowledgeable about reptiles. He knows a lot. So recently there was I follow him on Facebook, and there was a post in Florida about, I think, a Burmese python or something to that effect. And well, it was a news clipping, and basically he was refuting what the newscast put out. He's like, the picture that they put on there wasn't even the reptile they were talking about. So check out Paul's Cool Scales. As far as reptiles go, if you're a lover of all things reptiles. So that's pretty cool. I feel like in my life, and I'm sure you have too, I have experienced a lot of things, right? And I've just had a lot of experiences. Like, I've been to several states. Now, traveling overseas, which I think I would like to, that's my next journey in life, I think, is traveling overseas, and hopefully that will happen. But in the U.S., I've been plenty of places. Sorry about that. In the U.S., I've been plenty of places like Seattle, Washington, out in that state, Washington, D.C., Virginia, let's see here, Georgia, Florida, California. So I've really been blessed and thankful to just travel quite a few places. So just all that to say, I think we all have experiences in life that no one else has, and other people, like, they might have a similar experience, but no one's story or experience is going to be exactly the same as yours or mine, right? We're all unique. I think our fingerprints are unique. Like, everything about us is just unique, and yet we're similar, right? And so yeah, these are just some things I kind of just want to promote, and just things that I like. I'm trying to think. Let's see here. Superman homepage is another great resource if you are a fan of Superman. But you've probably heard of that. If you haven't, hey, check it out. Let's see here. What other things? If you like the show Smallville, if you like the show Arrow, if you like the show Superman and Lois, which just recently ended, within the past few years, whatever. Always Hold On To is a series that I don't think I've personally dove into a lot, but I've heard about them. So I can't give you experience on that one, but I can just say they exist. So if you're a fan of any of those shows and that might appeal to you, then yeah, definitely check them out. Okay, well, thank you for listening, if you've made it this far. And if you would care to like, comment, subscribe, what are some of your favorite podcasts that you listen to? One more, Inside of You by Michael Rosenbaum, is not something that I listen to all the time. However, it is something that I will listen to occasionally. And most of the time, it's just when there's actors or actresses that I'm curious about. People of pop culture, because he interviews a lot of people. So Michael Rosenbaum, go search your favorite celebrity if you have one. If you don't, then I guess it's something else. Type in Michael Rosenbaum, see if he's interviewed him, because he's interviewed quite a few people. So I have listened to that one. Also, another one that I've listened to that I like as far as podcasting goes. Another one, as far as the Superman, you can see a theme developing here, I suppose, that I like is Super Fit Cosplay. Super Fit Cosplay. It's another YouTube channel you can check out if you're curious. Also, let's see here. Yeah. So, those are just a few things that I enjoy listening to, or have heard of at least. And yeah, they're worth your time. Check out, again, if there's a good podcast or something that you really like that maybe you don't get to share with a lot of people because they're like, well, that's not really my interest. Like, go ahead, tell me, like, right? The worst we could do is not listen to these things, but the best we could do is maybe we hear it and we're like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. This is like so awesome. So anyways, all right, hope you all have a great day. God bless you.